Hey, it's the Clockwork Mage, and this broadcast spell is live. So today I want to give a big shout out to my two best friends, Kylie and Maddie. They are my girlfriend's nieces, and they gave me the inspiration for this video that I am bringing you today. So, if you have read the title of this video, we are going to be making a flying machine. This flying machine can have docks and go two-directional, bi-directional. So, back and forth, and it can be as high as you want, it can fly as far as you want, but ideally you have a dock set up so that you can just go back and forth between two places as you wish. So first, let's start off with building just the actual flying machine. So what you're going to need is you're going to need one observer. You're going to need two observers, excuse me. You're going to need either or slime blocks or honey blocks. So let's grab those. You're gonna need at least 4 slime blocks or 4 honey blocks, or a mixture of that. So you could have 2 slime blocks, 2 honey. Either works. And you're gonna need 2 sticky pistons. Now, if you want the docks on top of it, you're going to need at least 2 obsidian. We'll get to the docks at the end, but first let's just focus on actually building the flying machines and understanding how they work. So, it's very simple. These are very basic flying machines. So, starting off with the observer facing that way. So I'm going to get rid of that. That way it doesn't have the pulse going through it when I do knock it over. So we have it going that way, and then we're going to have a piston facing us, a sticky piston facing us, giving you guys a good look, because I understand that a lot of redstoners don't really show you guys how it's done. And then we're going to put either 2 slime blocks or 2 honey blocks like that. So for this, I'm just going to use slime, but just remember slime and honey are interchangeable. Now we go on the back side so that we can see the observer face here. Place another observer like that. Place another piston just like that. And then place 2 more slime blocks. And there we go. The flying machine is absolutely complete. You can take off and fly in this thing. Here, let me show you. All you have to do is make sure something moves or does anything in front of either of the observers, depending on which way you want to go. You activate this observer, so you put a block right here to make it go that way, and then you put a block in front of this observer to make it go that way. For this demonstration, I am going to make it go that way. And see, but you have to walk on this, and typically that's not ideal, but if I stop moving, see, then it'll just take off without me. Oh no, come on, get back. Oh, gotta catch it. Anyways, the way you stop it is to use an immovable block, such as obsidian or furnaces, are my 2 favorite go-tos, to stop it just like that. And then as soon as something moves in front of this observer, it'll go back. So that's also the basic idea for our dock here. So what's gonna happen is this is going to come right over here. It's going to get stopped. But instead of having to break the obsidian every single time, we're actually going to put the obsidian right next to, or right in front of the slime blocks here instead. The reason being is because it's a lot easier. It's a lot easier to just have it against the slime blocks, and you're only going to need 1 each, so you can just have it just like that and it'll stop. Here, let me show you. Bam. Yeah, so you only need 1 on each side. From there, you can have something pretty simple just in front of this, just to get its face to work. An easy, simple, cheap way to get this to work, since you've already spent so much resources getting the rest of the stuff, just put a trapdoor. You can flip the trapdoor and it starts it. Here. And I'll even show you on this side. So this is going to stop. and then bam. And then you can just flip the trapdoors whenever you want to go. So now you're thinking, well, how am I going to write on this thing if you're just going to fall off? That's an excellent question. So that's also where the honey blocks come in. If you use honey blocks, you can actually stand on this machine, because honey blocks bring all entities, which you are an entity, along with it while you're standing on it. So I can just stand right here, flip that, and now, as you can see, it is bringing me along with it. I don't have to do anything. But if you're stuck with the only resource being slime blocks, it's going to take more slime for you to stay on, or it's going to be slightly deadly if you're really high up. So the way I do it with slime blocks is I go like that. And what this is going to do is, if you stand in the middle of these two, it's going to bounce you around back and forth. And usually you're going to need a higher switch or something just to make sure that you can hit that now, which can be a little tougher, but in my opinion, it's just a lot easier with honey blocks. But if you wanted to make, say, the switch reactive to a higher block so that you can see it while standing on there, you can easily just do something like, not like that. Wait, yes, like that. Like that. Put a lever, and then you can just put one redstone, and now when I break this, of course, it's going to go off. But for this example, I'm just going to do that. So I'm going to break this. There we go. Now, to show you the example, now you can have just this lever here, and slime blocks are bouncy. You can stand right in the middle, hit the lever, and bam, it'll send you off. Now you can do this as high as you want, this will go as far as you want, but it will plow through things if it just goes on forever. And it may come to a stop once it sticks to too many blocks, because these slime blocks will just stick to anything they touch. So if you just let it go and let it fly off, it will fly off. Here, let me show you guys. It's actually pretty funny. And then I just gotta beat it here. And as this flies off, so does the rest of this episode. It was a lot of fun. But this has been the Clockwork Mage, and I'm now shutting down this broadcast spell. Thank you.